Grand Rise, Grand Rise. Feel a lot better out here than it did the other day. Yesterday. We're gonna get into it. I'm just waking up, man. I had to go get my house in order and shit. So I'm just getting started. Hold on. Hold on. People they're not getting it. They're not getting this level of knowledge yet. Like, everybody thinks something particularly is going to happen. Well, ones of us that's out here in this world that's striving on this knowledge, that's going hard every day as far as building yourself up, allocating how you think and how you function, is actually pushing a line. The line is like bold. It's bold like this. And everybody is tethered to a piece of this bow. The majority of the people is holding on to the ends of this bow, and the ones who are working on themselves at a higher frequency is bowing the line. It's like we're bending it like this, and it's turning to a curve and then to a point, right? Why am I saying it like that? Like, why am I speaking to it that way? Well, it's nothing else being innovated. It's nothing else putting or trying to use the universal energy into placing people in the right magnitude of energy to where your startup point is better than everything once we came from. That goes over everybody's heads, but everybody want to complain about they startup, how your life started, what happened when you was little, where you lived here, or all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody going through something, but in the fact that nobody wants to work on their selves, so therefore the interjection of situations that came into your life is not like that when you recreate life. This is what some people want to call trauma. You know what I'm saying? Like PTSD and all that bullshit. I'm always say babies need help. You know what I mean? And certain people need real help. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why would you help a motherfucker who can manipulate? Well, because they mastered the manipulation skill. So when you see a person who got everything they need, but a certain couple things, they won't help that individual because it's like, nah, you don't. That's a fucked up retrospect. Reality states we move the line by potentially stacking on top of shit. You can't get higher if you put something on a lower level. If you already standing up here and the bricks are down there, you put bricks down there, you can't get higher that way. You got to keep stacking on the bricks that's higher than you, that you already built up. Like, I might be able to climb it until I can see over it like this. Now I got to put more bricks on top of that so I can climb on top of that to keep getting to the higher aspect. We don't do that. We don't do that. We try to pull from the top. You know what I'm saying? We try to pull from the top, or we try to loosen a brick so therefore we can raise up the bottom. Like, that's not how this shit's supposed to work. It ain't gonna never work like that. That's why the bottom never comes up all the way. The bottom is the stability. It's always supposed to be what you learned from that situation when you was at the bottom. The Nagas, you really think every single existence that ever lived wasn't subsequently way conceptual social off than we was. Conceptually social than we was. They wasn't that. They wasn't as we, like, on this level, we super social. We're so social to the point to where we can look at something that's just like us in the face and lie to it. You see what I'm saying? Look at animals when they work. An animal got to creep up on the other animal counterpart and see them eating that food, and they'll try to go snatch a piece of meat and run off, right? And the animal who got it will be like, I see your ass, nigga, fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? It don't get no naturaler than that. For the most part, when you in the wild and you'll see a group of animals together and an outside animal try to come in and take something, they'll gang up on the animal. Why am I speaking like that? It's because the knowledge that we gain to do better is supposed to be formulated for yourself and everything that you're connected to. You know what I'm saying? Like the things you create, the person you got your love in, the work you building, your idea, whatever that comes to, that energy is supposed to be particularly for that in the right of the divine. Hold on. And see, we can always focus on the actual wordplay of situations or how energy trains into a space to control the vessel. But deeper than all of that shit, it's acceptance. It's acceptance. Like, we be dealing with shit and we'll be like, nah, that's cool, but I'm gonna stay over here. You're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot. And I'm tired of hearing people in songs and all this shit be like, yo, my man said I changed because I started getting money, or they hating on me because I'm getting money now and I'm living different. Motherfucker, you gonna change. That's what change is. That's exactly what change is. Like, when you live in a certain way in all aspects, to the way you live, how you eat, how you move, your finances, that is a level. Once one of these things change in the better, it rises you to a higher level until you can change one of the things that will help the stability of the individual in a higher aspect. Majority of the time when finances come into play, that can change the outlook of somebody's life completely. It's supposed to change. It's supposed to change. Niggas be killing me with that shit. That hate is real, you know what I'm saying? That's because crabs in the barrel. They can't, like, the crab can't see you go no farther than where it. Nah, come here. You ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So that mentality is propagated by something that's deep down inside of you. You know what I'm saying? That's that. You should ask yourself, like, why won't I grow towards where the righteous energy is that'll put me in a better situation? Well, ultimately, I like being a fucked up individual. Ultimately, I like losing. I like being a loser. And then when people don't, and when people realize how much they lost, you know what they do? They lie more about losing. They'll lie more about losing. They'll be like, oh no, this is why this happened, or this is why that happened. No, you wasn't happy with your life, so you involved yourself in somebody else's family and life to disrupt that. You wasn't happy with your job, so you went and ran your mouth about somebody on their job to where they lost their job. You wasn't happy about the money that you was getting, so you went and you did something illegal, or you did this and you got caught up and da. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit happens that way. But it goes over our heads to watch an individual live in their own purpose. So then like Kanye West was saying some shit. This nigga was like, I'm free, so I want to help everybody be free. How the fuck you gonna help somebody be free? You can't help nobody be free. You can only be the image of what that is. And if shit ain't working for you, I need to step away from what you doing and let you master that out first. After you master that and you be the image of what those attributes and antics that you putting in your life start working for you, then I'll see if I can follow that. Because if until it worked for you, I don't really believe in much of that. But that's what makes it special, when everybody is working on their own plane of existence. But what happens when this goes left? When you start using situations that are not really in the aspect of serving the divine attributes. So then you'll think to yourself, I'm gonna do this and this gonna get me here, but then it fuck up. Then you in a repetition of the situation going over and over and over and over again, and you wonder why shit changed. Well, in that mentality, you took the divine out of your choices. You took the divine out of your choices. So since you took the divine out of your choices, just in that retrospect alone, every choice that you make self-servingly is not going to work. We are using the teacher. The creator is the teacher. It created everything that's around us to have living life. So we can't do it better than that. We're not going to be able to live with it better than that. So my lessons will have to be from what's solidified. When I look around, I see certain shit that is solidified. Only way the solidification is broken is unless we interject in that. Can you eat without taking food from the earth? From the sun? But that takes meditation. Are you going to do that? No, because you're going to die because your body's already addicted to other processes. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you ain't about to do that. But this is what I mean by it's already divine pretenses that are laid. How strong are you to walk that path? And there's paths in between that allow you to wean off certain things that you're dealing with in life. Whether it's the way you think or the way you think you're going to move, like all that shit has to take place. It has to take place if you want to reach a higher echelon that exists for you. You have to break levels of yourself. Running a race, you ain't racing nobody but you. Can you outdo your higher self? Can you remember the things you did in the past life and put that to work in this time now? Man, shit get ill. I've been already cooking for a minute. I ain't gonna even hold y'all, but I'm just trying to show y'all what it really is. You know what I'm saying? NAGA.